And so many times God will heal your soul so that your soul can retain light and function from the realm of light. So a miracle service is not primarily for the body. And then there are times where God will deal with your circumstances directly. The testimony they shared earlier, the sister applied for Canadian visa. When she came here, it was about 8 months already. And she began to pray. She began to build capacity. She began to pray. She began to build capacity. Nothing happened about the visa for 3 months. But what she discovered was that she started hearing the voice of God. She heard the voice of God to a precision that the Lord told her the night before, pray against death. And she received an impression about her husband. But she was wondering, is he her husband or her sister? So she went home and relaxed. The next morning, the Lord put pressure on her, pray against death. So she just prayed against the spirit of death. 1 hour later, the husband would call her that he just escaped a ghastly motor accident. So the first thing God did was to reconstruct her soul. And when her soul was reconstructed, it was on the plane of that reconstruction that the visa came. Because she came to church, I think that was the first week of November. So this thing is something that happened in a few days. 1 year had passed. And I was declaring from here, I said the doors of nations are open. And I said that Canada door has opened. She didn't even hear. The children heard it. So her spirit didn't catch what was prophesied. She now went to the office the next day, and God told her that visa will come this week. Now, you know there's no way that can be guesswork because it has been on, 1 year had passed. There's no way you can reduce the scope into 1 week. So she wrote it down and gave her husband the paper. This is what God said. And the husband kept it. 2 days later, the visa now came. She now discovered the visa was not the testimony. The testimony was that she had gained ascension into light. She could hear the voice of God now. So she's not going to Canada now to succeed. She's now going to Canada as an ambassador of heaven. So services like this hold greater potentials than just healing. Healings take place, but much more than healings happen. Glorification of your spirit man takes place. Transformation and healing of the soul takes place. Circumstantial turnaround takes place. And so some of the testimonies continue for many weeks and for many months. And so the first thing you need to learn from a miracle service is that the healing or the miracle is beyond what happens to your body. The second thing you need to learn from a miracle service is the fact that I want your spirit to be open. It's the fact that the challenge is not a problem. It will cost God nothing to address your challenge in a moment. The challenge was never the problem.